You've been trading for 6 months, and you're confused why your results keep fluctuating wildly, despite learning more about technical analysis every week. You watch traders with years of experience execute calmly while you're stressed about every position. The gap between where you are and where they are feels insurmountable, like they know some secret you haven't discovered yet. Here's what nobody tells you. Profitable trading isn't a skill you suddenly acquire. It's a developmental process with distinct psychological stages that every successful trader passes through. You can't skip stages, and trying to trade like someone 3 stages ahead of you will actually slow your development. Most traders quit because they're judging their stage 1 psychology against stage 4 expectations, creating frustration that has nothing to do with their actual progress. What I'm about to reveal are the 3 critical stages of trader psychology development, how to recognize which stage you're actually in, and why understanding your current stage is more important than any technical strategy you'll ever learn. Stage 1. The validation stage. Every trader begins in the validation stage where your primary psychological need is proving to yourself that making money from trading is actually possible. You're not yet focused on consistency or sustainability because you first need evidence that this whole endeavor isn't a waste of time. Your brain is conducting an experiment to determine whether trading can work for you personally, regardless of what others say about success rates. The validation mindset shows up in how you celebrate wins and process losses. Winning trades feel like proof that you're capable of being profitable, creating disproportionate excitement relative to the actual money made. Losing trades feel like evidence that maybe trading won't work for you, triggering doubt about your abilities, rather than neutral analysis of what went wrong. Your self-confidence swings wildly based on recent results because you're still testing the core hypothesis. Stage 1 traders often make the mistake of trying to trade like stage 3 traders who already have years of validation behind them. You watch experienced traders hold positions through drawdowns and try to replicate that patience, but you can't, because your nervous system hasn't yet learned that temporary losses can turn into profits. You need more examples of trades working out before your brain will trust the process enough to endure discomfort. The developmental work required at stage 1 involves collecting experiences rather than optimizing strategies. You need to see your edge work enough times that your subconscious accepts trading as viable. This might mean taking smaller positions to reduce emotional intensity, trading on demo longer than you think necessary, or deliberately limiting your trading frequency to ensure each trade gets proper psychological processing. Professional development through stage 1 means resisting the urge to compare yourself to traders at different developmental stages. Your psychological needs are different from theirs, and trying to adopt their mindset prematurely will actually slow your progress. You need validation through repeated positive experiences before you can move to the next stage, where different psychological challenges emerge. Understanding stage 1 prepares you for the transition into stage 2, where validation shifts to a new kind of psychological battle. Stage 2, the consistency stage. Once you've proven to yourself that trading can generate profits, your psychology shifts into the consistency stage, where the challenge becomes generating those profits reliably rather than randomly. You know trading works because you've made money, but you can't yet predict when you'll be profitable versus when you'll give back gains. This inconsistency creates a different kind of psychological stress than stage 1. The consistency mindset involves managing expectations around performance predictability. You get frustrated when you have 3 winning days followed by 2 losing days, because you've moved past needing validation and now want reliable income. Your emotional volatility decreases from stage 1, but you experience new forms of stress around your inability to control when your edge manifests. You start demanding consistency from probability-based activities. Stage 2. Traders make the mistake of constantly changing their approach, trying to find the perfect system that never has losing streaks. Every rough week triggers system modifications because you interpret normal variance as system failure. You don't yet understand that consistency comes from sticking with one approach long enough to experience full market cycles, not from finding the approach that works in all conditions. The developmental challenge at stage 2 involves learning to trust probability over time rather than demanding certainty in the short term. This requires tracking metrics that measure process quality, rather than only outcome quality. You need to build evidence that following your rules consistently leads to profitability over sufficient sample sizes, even when individual weeks or months show losses. Professional development through Stage 2 means resisting the urge to optimize your strategy every time results disappoint. Your focus needs to be on execution consistency rather than system perfection. Most traders stay stuck in Stage 2 for years because they keep changing their approach instead of developing the psychological discipline to stick with one approach through its natural variance cycles. Mastering Stage 2 prepares you for the final psychological evolution. Stage 3, the identity stage. After achieving consistent profitability, traders enter the identity stage where the psychological challenge shifts from making money to maintaining the person you've become while making money. You've proven trading works and you can do it consistently. But now you face questions about who you are as a trader, how trading fits into your larger life, and whether your current approach aligns with your long-term values and goals. The identity mindset involves deeper questions than earlier stages. You might be profitable using a strategy that requires constant screen time, but you're questioning whether you want to spend your life watching charts. Or you're making good money but feeling empty, because trading doesn't provide the meaning or challenge you expected. Your psychological needs have evolved beyond validation and consistency into questions about purpose and sustainability. Stage 3 traders often experience what psychologists call achievement depression, where reaching your trading goals doesn't create the satisfaction you expected. You thought consistent profitability would solve everything, but it just revealed new psychological challenges around life design, meaning creation, and identity formation. This stage can be more psychologically difficult than earlier stages despite being financially successful. The developmental work at Stage 3 involves integrating trading into a broader life context rather than allowing it to become your sole source of meaning or identity. This might mean developing interests outside of markets, creating trading approaches that support your desired lifestyle rather than dictating it, or redefining what success means beyond just financial metrics. Professional development through Stage 3 requires understanding that profitable trading creates different problems than unprofitable trading. Not no problems. You need to consciously design your trading approach around your life, rather than designing your life around your trading approach. This stage involves psychological maturation that transcends technical trading. Skills that advance Stage 3 work includes recognizing when you've outgrown your current trading approach and need to evolve your methods to match your changing identity and life circumstances. The strategy that got you to consistent profitability might not be the strategy that sustains your well-being long-term. Being willing to sacrifice some profitability for better life alignment often leads to both better trading and better living. Comment below which stage you recognize yourself in: validation, consistency, or identity. Because understanding your developmental stage helps you set appropriate expectations and focus on the psychological work that actually matters for your current position. Trying to skip stages or judging yourself against traders at different stages creates unnecessary frustration that slows your development. Master the psychological challenges of your current stage before worrying about challenges that come later, and you'll discover that trading development is a natural progression when you're working on stage-appropriate psychological skills rather than fighting against your current developmental needs.